All right, how was that last match? You guys having a good time? I love it. I love it when they do the job I need them to do. It's amazing. Coming up next, we're going to stay in the losers bracket for right now with somebody you may not expect to be here. From Orlando, Florida, it is Liquid HUNGRYBOX. He got a little mixed up. Hi, HBox. And his opponent from West Florida, please welcome AKIR. Casters, take it away.
Oh, holy moly.
Oh my god. Holy moly indeed.
I couldn't hear HUNGRYBOX's walk-on music. I could just hear the bass, so it just sounded like an airplane taking off as he took the stage. And that put the fear, you know, the fear of H-God in me. But on the other side, AKIR. Who's AKIR, Wheat? Give us the modus operandi.
You know, if you are coming to here and you don't know who AKIR is, that's completely fine. Because most people don't. AKIR has been someone who 2020, 2021, his ascent has been evident. You know, he has set wins over players like Ben. He's got set wins over people like Crudo. And he's got set wins over people like Dawson with a character that we might not necessarily understand.
Right.
So he is a great Marth player. He's a great Sheik player. I am not sure if we're seeing Marth. I'm not sure if we're seeing Sheik. I think there's a very specific character that we're going to see.
I think AKIR is pulling out DK, the leader of the gang. Donkey Kong.
I think we might
know
see
him well.
Yeah. Well, we all know him well, and we're going to know him a lot better.
He's
after
finally
this,
back
To kick some.
to kick some tail. So we labbed out last night. I will confess to you, humble audience, that Zoo, Chroma, Wheat, and I, in our hotel room, started to lab out the DK Puff matchup in case it showed up. So I'm watching this character select screen with great interest, because if this is a DK lock-in, I'll tell you what, it's a very interesting matchup. It looks like we're going to start off with the Marth, though. Despite AKIR doing a kind of chest pound to get on the stage and having the DK bag, it looks like we're going to be betrayed in this first game for a top tier.
He started the mind games early.
The mind games were started early, yeah.
Well, let's look for Yoshi's, because if we get to Yoshi's, that might be where the Kong comes out.
So Marth Puff, we know more about. It's less uncharted territory per se.
That is correct. Well, it's just interesting because I think you guys were telling me that with AKIR and Komodo, there is kind of like a history there, right?
Yeah.
Komodo being a Florida Puff player as well, very, very good player. And that AKIR had more success with Donkey Kong, is that correct?
I think it was both were fine. I think AKIR has kind of beaten a lot of players with multiple characters. I'm not sure exactly where that set count falls, though, and what characters were chosen.
Yeah, you know, when it gets to the crazy state of Florida, it's hard to say what really goes on. But I mean, what's clear is that AKIR has talented wins over players with all three of these characters. He's even brought out the Fox in some cases, but yeah, we are probably going to see the Marth, and man, I hope to see the DK come out.
Wasn't there a thread on Twitter from AKIR the other day that there were going to be some, that AKIR was here to make HUNGRYBOX sweat, right? To see some things that you've never seen before.
Whoa.
Yeah, maybe, but do you think that he thought he was going to make him sweat in losers? Because this is kind of the big thing to me. We are seeing HBox in losers top 8. Now, this is not the first time we've seen this. I believe he came into top 8 of Genesis 8 in losers. But when it comes to Florida, this is not as prevalent. So we've had CEO since 2014. It's had Melee. It's had 2 Dreamland with Melee events. This is the first time he's entered top 8 in losers.
Wow.
Oh, and starting out with a missed rest. Now, okay, not too much of a punish from AKIR, but okay, good damage.
So if you're wondering how HUNGRYBOX got here, I definitely urge you to be real excited for the KJH matches we might get later. Just an incredible performance from KJH. But HUNGRYBOX is actually, you know, the best or the second best losers bracket player in Melee history. So this is nowhere near over.
Jack, do you know an interesting stat about that KJH set?
I would love an interesting stat about that KJH set.
The last time that HBox lost to a player has never been ranked top 10. It was Lucky at the Bigger Balk in 2017. Do you know who won that tournament?
HUNGRYBOX.
It was HUNGRYBOX. If he wants to repeat that, he's going to have to get through AKIR first.
Holy moly, what a stat.
Yeah. This is pretty nice from AKIR, though. Sometimes the matchup for Marth versus Floaties generally is like, yeah, I have control, I know how to hold control, and I'm just going to have to do that for a while.
That is definitely the case here. Now, the other wild card with Marth versus Puff is just, will Marth get the grabs, right? Like, we've seen from Zane in particular that when Zane can get a grab, he can get a lot off of it. I am very curious to see if AKIR can do that same thing, because you can get the chain grabs. Okay, hold on, what's going to happen here? Yes, the Marth Slayer into the rest. That's so hard for Marth to deal with.
I think AKIR was going for edge cancel downer there, so you could get 2 and get a lot of damage on that punish, but just barely looks like a flub on it.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's the difference. That's what makes it a winning matchup for Marth, is if you can get the grab combos as a reliable kill, or even just the DI mix-up on down throw versus like your forward throw or your pivots. It changes things so substantially. If you're just playing the zoning game against Puff, it's very different. And I think that difference is why HUNGRYBOX won this matchup for so long, for so many years.
100%, because I think the thing with just playing the spacing battles is that you are not going to get like huge bursts of damage, and it'll be really hard to just take those quick stocks with the throw mix up into pivot, forward smash, or whatever, right? You're not going to just find random, random big moves like
tippers,
that. Yeah, it's just not going to happen like that. So. But very risky to get the grab on Jigglypuff. Again, Jigglypuff can crouch under standing grab, so Marth has to do a dash grab, which AKIR went for right there, but good DI from HUNGRYBOX, making it really difficult for AKIR right now.
Zoo, what are the chances you think we see a character who does not have an issue grabbing Puff?
Yeah, so we actually labbed this last night, and that was the first thing that we checked. DK can grab a standing Puff, I believe, with just DK's own standing grab, but we'll see. We'll see if we get there.
Yeah. We've got notes.
We got game 1 first.
Yeah. Even on the punish though, on the rest we saw, like this is another huge thing in the matchup is if you're playing this zoning game, sure you can hit Puff off stage, but you're unlikely to turn that into an actual KO. When HUNGRYBOX hits you off stage with Puff as Marth, if you're below the stage and you have to recover with the end lag of the up B, you just lose your stock every time to rest. And that differential in punish potential is always going to make Puff really, really cozy with a lead, really comfortable. And HUNGRYBOX, I think, is in a really strong position to win this game. All right.
But meanwhile, yeah, AKIR answering back, playing really, really good neutral, honestly. That stock, okay, yeah. So there, like, Puff is kind of stuck. Okay, let's see if there's any follow-up there. No. Okay, went for the edge cancel there again, as you pointed out earlier, Jack.
And right there. I think that was, again, another edge cancel, but it looked like it just turned into a shield and just misses the edge. That was close enough where if AKIR adds, like, pivot forward smashes or even changed how he punished that one rest, it's kind of doable, but you need to add those threats. I think the matchup is just really, really, really tough if you can't get early KOs on Puff. And Marth can do it, so let's see it.
Now, okay, going to Yoshi's story with Marth. I think this is, well, we were kind of hoping for the DK maybe on Yoshi's story, right? I don't know if that's DK's strongest matchup here, but
it might be one of those cases where you pull out your goofy secondary, not goofy, DK is one of the most serious. You pull it out if you weren't close to winning the first game. And one stock isn't that bad. It's pretty good even against the box.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, great timing get up by HBox there. Okay, AKIR not falling for the bait, for like the shield grab bait there this time.
AKIR down to challenge HUNGRYBOX on the platform, so just not a thing a lot of characters or players do in the matchup. They usually will just kind of hold center stage and wait.
Oh, HBox, what are you doing?
Not punished? Could that have been rest out of shield?
I think so. But, you know, it's a pretty tight timing, so it's not a bad situation for HBox by any means. I think HBox tried to get the cancel there. Weak forward air, not going to KO. Oh,
no!
Worth it.
Oh my God, what a perfect play. You got it. That almost didn't work at all. That almost killed off the top. Yeah, true. Calculated. Oh, and Randall might have bailed out there too.
Whoa, so wait, so that was interesting. HBox actually didn't hold left to get onto the edge, which means I think HBox was maybe trying to bait AKIR into up being onto the stage and then getting the rest afterwards.
Yeah.
It is possible, or that could have been execution, but that is an actual mix-up that people will go for.
That's what a strange matchup.
Well, the unfortunate thing as a Marth player is that any character can do that. Peach has been doing that to Marth too.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
Oh, triple dip. This is, I'm kind of surprised that worked. Was there a DI where HUNGRYBOX next time AKIR goes for that can survive it?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
DI out, but meanwhile, HBox just answering back. But
yeah, why don't you DI out?
Right. Forget down air, back air.
And again, a close game that is missing the early KOs. It's just really nice spacing and control by AKIR, but HUNGRYBOX has rests and early KOs, and AKIR seemingly doesn't.
And great DI, might I add, on all of AKIR's throw attempts. I think he's gotten like 2 or 3-ish per game, but you know, HBox not really getting caught by the DI mix-up so far. So really good stuff from him there.
What a grab.
Oh, nice nice follow-up from HBox. This is a tough situation, yeah.
There was a clever recovery from AKIR, and I think there was like a little bit of a mix-up there of am I going to go to ledge or not, and ends up opting for stage. Again, it's like a decent game. Ah, here it comes.
Oh,
there was an
comes alive.
There was an instant lock-in of not only DK but Ness. Both at the same time started to move their characters over. Will it be a commit to the Ness? I'm not sure I believe it.
Well, but it's not. Well,
we didn't lap Ness, DK.
No, we did not.
But if HBox goes Ness, AKIR can go Marth.
But honor. We didn't lap this one. God. Okay, so I don't know. No, actually, let's go the other direction. We know everything there is to know about Ness DK, and we're excited to share our knowledge with you.
Yeah. What do you know about this matchup, Jack? What
I
have you
think
lapped
DK
out?
can definitely grab a crouching Ness. I would be a little surprised. So the problem with the Puff DK matchup is that DK can grab, but can't really do anything with the grab. I think in this matchup, there might be more you can do.
I would guess so. I would believe that Donkey Kong would be able to do cargo, which is like grab into forward throw, which then puts kind of your opponent in a different position, and then you can kind of rethrow. So it'd be like cargo up throw into up air is probably what I'm expecting to see. Okay, now HBox has to recover.
Wow, that was brave.
Okay, let's see. Okay, there we go. I think that was just a straight up throw up air, but you know, same thing.
Yeah, DK's approach options in this matchup, it's going to be a lot of like kind of spacing with Bear rather. You sometimes can catch these smaller characters with down air approaches, almost like Falcon Stomp. And then once you get the grab, you're in business, baby. It's DK time.
DK is like, you know, one of the closest things to a grappler in this game, I think.
Yeah, he's one of them. Yeah, he can pick you up, and he's the only person that can move you with his grab.
That's true. Yeah, it's a very, very crazy setup. All right, but HBox with the lead so far, getting a really nice early, or like getting the first stock with like down tilt on the right side. But HBox spacing out AKIR very well with Ness's forward air, which is just like this lasting hitbox that has a decent amount of range. So
the first stock was like not close at all. HUNGRYBOX came out swinging, and it's been a slow and steady comeback from AKIR for the rest of the stocks.
Oh yeah, this is tough.
I can't believe a down air from ledge work. That's crazy. Okay, got the up air string. This is huge. It's now pretty close to an even game. Donkey Kong has a lot of great kill options on the floaties.
Ooh, so that forward air got or he kind of hit the Shy Guys accidentally, which kind of like added a little bit more lag and made him punishable. So is that going to be another up air? Yes, it is, and that's going to be the KO.
Yep. Do you think HUNGRYBOX gets tired of getting up thrown up aired on every single character he has in every matchup?
He can't escape.
He's tired of being tired. Whoa!
Wait. No second jump?
No second jump. Going out. No!
Can't
Wait.
wait for it.
Yeah. Is there a world there? Should it have been instead of back air? Never mind. I'm not gonna live in that world. It didn't happen. This is now AKIR heavily in the lead, but we'll see what HUNGRYBOX can do to respond. Last chance for this Ness.
Oh wow, what a high down air from HBox.
Yeah, AKIR hoping that the top hitbox of the up B would get the launcher. It's a really powerful hitbox.
Oh, I respect that dash attack from HBox. I think that might be it.
Yep. And HBox, listen, if your character can up throw up air HBox, you should up throw up air HBox.
Oh, you should.
This is my lesson to all of you.
You know what character can't be up thrown up air by Donkey Kong?
Yeah, Jigglypuff.
I think we just heard it.
So there's a beautiful thing we discovered, which is Donkey Kong can always grab Puff, which is a rare thing in Melee. And yet, can Donkey Kong do anything with that grab? Not that we could find.
So I think at low percent Donkey Kong can get it, but it's an unreactable DI situation. So oh, could that have rested?
Puff has a lot of rest matchups on DK. Now going to Smashboards in 2010, you'll hear the DK main say that this isn't such a bad matchup. We'll see if 12 years has changed, because the last time I saw HUNGRYBOX play this matchup was versus the Green Ranger at the Big House 3. And it did not go well for the Green Ranger.
That's a throwback.
So
oh my god.
we'll see what both character mains groups have learned over the past 12 years or so.
No, that's a combo? No way.
Wow.
No way that's a combo. Is that a combo?
I think we have to go in with the... Oh, that's just a call out.
Forward air.
That's just a call out.
With the taunt too. So I think as Jigglypuff, if you DI like down and away, I think you just get out.
I'm not going to believe anything is true until he does it twice.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. But the question is, well, does HUNGRYBOX know that? You know? Is he going to figure it out?
And AKIR has tons of practice in this matchup, right? I think you were looking through the results of AKIR versus local Puffs. I don't know that they were all DK, but like AKIR knows how to fight Puff and knows how to play DK, right? This is not an unusual thing.
Oh, that's gonna be it.
Yeah, it's been a mix. I mean, he is a very good player. He's had success with all these characters, but he has had all Donkey Kong Jigglypuff sets and 3-1s, 3-2s. He has come out on top.
And now the final boss of all this preparation, all this training. I like the fair. I think the fair probably outspaces the backer from Jigglypuff, and on Dreamland you're kind of you're not gonna get as much mileage from your backer. Yeah, you see the soft backer is actually kind of scary. Wow.
Okay, there it is.
So it doesn't work.
Yeah, well, that one, well, maybe because it was off a platform, maybe it's a little bit different, but I think you can DI out as Jigglypuff.
HUNGRYBOX kind of wisely letting AKIR up B back to stage. It's a little bit tricky to cover. You have to kind of do a descending backer on the head of DK. You could definitely get it consistently, but if you mess it up, it puts you in a pretty bad position.
Oh, no. Yeah, AKIR kind of messing up that edge cancel.
Nair is also really good at stuffing almost everything Donkey Kong has. Oh. Yeah, HUNGRYBOX shaking his head a little, remembering that this is a little weirder and harder than you might expect, but Dreamland makes
Whoa.
Yeah.
I think maybe that was just meant to turn around.
Yeah. DKs will use the charging animation as like a turnaround in the air, much like Sheik's Needles, but then you find yourself with the actual punch.
If you don't cancel it properly, right? All right, oh, this is bad. HBox with the jump read. Another jump read.
I think this all could have been rest.
I think that's what HBox was definitely looking for. Okay, AKIR smartly rolling away from the up tilt this time, but is it a little too late?
Yeah, it's real trouble here because we're getting to the territory where HUNGRYBOX can just down air and get so much.
Oh, this is a tough situation right here. Oh, man. Going higher and higher, but that just means more opportunities for HBox to get a hit or two. Okay, I think this will be fine for AKIR if he plays it right, but...
Oh! Good descending, but 140 HBox has everything that he needs.
158, that's just going to be an edge hog, and HBox taking it 3-1. That one being a Ness Donkey Kong match that I don't think I've seen ever in my life. But great stuff from HBox. Adapting to the Donkey Kong on Dreamland, I think there was an early KO from AKIR's side, but then HBox just spacing so well, getting the rests.
Other way